Merry Christmas, everyone.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't want me to sing to you, though. Merry Christmas. So
No,
I won't
Would
sing.
rather you not, Gary, but it's,
I'll
maybe
spare
next
you.
week.
No, I'll spare you.
We got the ukuleles coming for Deerfield on Monday at the board meeting, so
Can
if
hardly
you want
wait
to
for
sing
that.
along, that would
Okay.
be
Start-
I may try it then.
Start using some gargle, to gargle up and get ready for that.
So today we got, our agenda is, we're going to talk about the director's evaluation. We need to make some changes, and I'll turn it over to Melissa here in a little bit. It's going to detail what we need to do. Talk about the teacher evaluation, supervisor evaluation, the board self-evaluation, and the time schedule is what's on the agenda today. So Melissa, you just want to give us the rundown real quick?
I can. So previously, we had a director's evaluation that was approved by the board back in, I think, August the 8th of 2022. But when we did the director's evaluation search, we signed a contract with TSBA, and we added in the superintendent evaluation for $1,500. And so what you have before you is the evaluation that Miss Tammy had given me. And so we needed to look through it. So this has to be approved by the board. And I flipped through it today and looked at it. And so I made some changes of what I thought needed to be made in here. On the front page of it, when she did it, she had most of the stuff that was due, like it says that the annual director of schools evaluation shall take place in July. According to the signed contract that we have with Mr. Hargrove, February is when it's supposed to take place. The evaluation will be distributed to board members and she has June, but for us, it needs to be March that you get your evaluations. So those are just a few things on there is the dates that was changed. Back on page 14, there is, at the top, it says student growth and ready graduate data. So the ready graduate data has changed, the name of it. It's now college and career ready data. So that may be something that we want to ask her to correct. And this is something, it's average composite ACT scores, and it's under the growth. So there was a debate, like, should it go under growth or should it go under proficiency, or do we even want her to fix any of that? But this is what they have sent to us and asked or suggested that we use for the evaluation instrument for Mr. Hargrove.
Okay. So that's basically, Melissa, what we're here today for is to
Yes.
go through and make these changes so that whenever our whole board does these evaluation, that these changes will be made correctly,
Yes.
correct?
So in there also, I did a timeline. So if we get this director's evaluation instrument approved in December, then it will be ready to be distributed to Mr. Hargrove in January. And per policy 5.803 and the signed contract, the director must receive the self-evaluation form in January. And then in February, the director's evaluation by the board will be distributed. The board members will receive the director's evaluation materials according to policy 5.803. And then it goes on down. I have a list there. In March, the board self-evaluation will be distributed. Macy at TSBA will give that out to the board. She'll send a link, and that's per policy 1.103. And then in April, all these will come back together, and we'll have a meeting, and we'll get the results of the director's evaluation and the board self-evaluation, and we'll go over that as a board.
We'll start the meeting early that day, or we'd probably just set it up as
A 4 o'clock or
special
something.
called meeting, and then we'll close that out and then go to the regular meeting.
Yeah.
Okay. The other thing is, we want to discuss is, typically in the past, and there has been, the director has been evaluated by the teachers and the supervisors as well. And the recommendation from
Tammy.
Tammy is that you don't do that. And I know why we did it in the past, and I won't dive into that, but, you know, I'm kind of personally think it should just be the board evaluating the director as the employee and not have the employees evaluate their supervisor. It's kind of, it's not the way it's normally done, so, and most people don't do it that way, according to Tammy.
No, because I sent her an email today, and I told her that we were fixing to go over all this afternoon, and I asked about that, and she said that typically, this is just all that they send out. So they send this out for the director. She'll send it out to him so he can evaluate himself. Then she'll send it out to the board so that you guys can evaluate him. And then she'll send out, later on, we'll talk about the board self-evaluation. And then that'll be a link. And then once all those come back in April, then we can talk
Yeah.
about all of it, strengths, weaknesses, and so forth.
So I assume, you know, but we wanted to bring it up, that
Right.
everybody would probably be fine with not having the teachers and directors evaluate the director. It would be directly the board that is. So, anybody have any problem with that? So,
No, I mean, I've never heard of that till I came here.
well,
Why
apparently
would
no other
you-
school district has heard of it either.
Why would you evaluate your boss? I mean,
Well, there was a reason for that, so.
okay,
we don't need to talk about that.
understood.
Yeah, but, so that's the other thing. So, you want to go over then the changes?
So basically, the ones that I went over is all that I saw that needed to be done is on that first page.
Mhm.
That's all I
Change the
saw.
dates.
And it changed the
Months,
dates, and I've
okay.
marked them out and penciled in those dates.
And these are consistent with the contract then at this point? So,
Yes.
yeah, so the contract and the director's evaluation timelines would sync.
And I also put in
So you
here
don't
your
really-
policies in case you wanted to compare those and to compare them to everything. So I've tried to make policy, contract, everything match.
Okay. So basically, 1, 6, and 9 is the only ones that we've changed. Number 5, the evaluation will be distributed to board members in March instead of June in order to be completed and included in the written evaluation to the director of schools in April instead of July.
Yes.
And then number 7, the board shall meet with the director of schools to discuss the evaluation results at the April instead of July board meeting. And the evaluation shall include the recommendation of improvements in any area where the board deems the director of schools' performance to be unsatisfactory or in need of improvement. And then number 9 is a copy of the written evaluation shall be delivered to the director of schools in 2 weeks prior to the April instead of July board meeting.
Yes. To give him time to look at it and to. So on this right here, I mean, there's only, how many pages? 15 pages. So she has broken it down into board relationships, district staff and personnel relationships, community relationships, strategic planning, district management and operations, facilities, finance, human resources, integrity, fairness, and ethics, student performance, student achievement data, student growth, and ready graduate data. Oh, right there, I need to correct that. So it's not called ready growth anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have the change on page 14 too.
Yes, so I need to fix this one. So once, I'm gonna leave it marked up if you guys agree. And then we will send it to the full board, and then once they approve it, then we'll just ask them to change these things.
Yes, ma'am.
So we'll get that to act on it Monday,
Yep.
Yes, sir.
next
Yeah,
Monday.
so we can get rolling on this process in January, so.
Because it, 1 month makes a huge difference. So if we waited till January to get it, then we would be behind on all of our
Yeah,
stuff.
clock is ticking.
Yep.
So then on page 14, that's just kind of, you had 27 circled there. That's,
So that was a question of whether it's going to be under growth or proficiency,
Oh,
or
okay.
is that even a concern?
well, I think the average, or where it ends up at, I mean, obviously.
gonna
we
be
wanna look at
averaged
ACT
in.
scores, But
How will that read?
I think it's probably proficiency, right?
Yeah.
That's what we were
Average.
thinking, but
Composite ACT scores, or proficiency, or striking out ACE? What are we adding into that?
so the question was, it's under student growth at the top, and we didn't know if that should go under proficiency.
Oh, okay, got you.
See, in my thinking, if you're looking at ACT scores, that's the proficiency you have at the end. So it's not growth from period to period necessarily. Although, yes, you can take the ACT multiple times if you really want to subject yourself to that. But,
If we don't have a proficiency, then we may have to leave it.
well, that may be, I'm not seeing a proficiency in here.
I don't see one either, so what would you guys like to do?
So that may be where it stays anyway.
Okay. I'll just mark that one, I'll just wipe that out and put stay.
Okay.
And so when they changed the name from Ready Graduate Data to College and Career Ready Data, they just changed the name, and there's really, I know it's a moving target right now
Right.
with the changes at the Fed level and next year getting a new governor and all that stuff. There's
Just a lot of
up
stuff
there.
going on, yes.
So we're saying we're gonna have that student growth and college and career ready data?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
So right now, they just changed the name of it, so.
yeah, okay.
Because you hear on a lot of the Dr. Blessing's presentations and stuff, and Dr. Cornelius's presentations about the Ready Grad, you know, that's what that is. So I guess we just keep it there because we don't have a proficiency.
Okay, so I'll just keep
I'm-
it
So really, it's
I'm
just a
fine with
matter
that, too.
Yeah.
of changing the title and
Okay.
in those
Yes.
two places. So,
there. Okay,
Are you okay with that?
yes, I'm good with that, since there's nowhere else to put it.
No, yeah, that's, you
Okay,
can't enter something that's not there.
right.
so not to say we can't change it.
Well, no, right, yeah, we can change it, yeah.
Speaking of
It's a
change,
good point.
So any other questions on the director's evaluation?
A lot to review. A lot to review.
I don't, it's kind of, we had gone over this before, and it's just at a work session or something, and so it's just a matter of making these tweaks to get it right. and
Yes.
get it going.
We just have to get it approved.
Yeah.
And I believe Dr. Grissom thought that we had more time. She was thinking July, because I asked her about it when we went to the TSBA conference last week, and she's like, oh, I'm gonna get it out to you and everything, and, I don't think she realized, according to her
That's smart.
contract,
I'm
that we
glad
had to
you,
have it.
I'm glad you put that on the table and asked her that.
So.
Thank you.
And we didn't want to change the contract. It's easier to change this. than the
Yes.
contract.
Exactly.
So if we're okay with that, then, then it's, and if we're okay with removing the teacher and supervisor evaluation portions, which I think,
She didn't even give an option on that, because,
yeah,
She said virtually no one else is doing it that way.
correct.
yeah, we like the only people doing it, so.
I'm glad that surface I wasn't aware, we weren't, well, anyway. Interesting.
So,
So everybody's okay with that then?
Yeah.
and then, so the board self-evaluation, that's on down in here, and that's policy 1.103. And so this evaluation needs to be completed during the months of April through June. So if we get that back in April and get that on the April, that'll kind of get that completed. And then, like I said, I made just a little timeline because, you know, it gets confusing for me.
Yeah.
So,
And that's where we get to brutally evaluate ourselves and our performance.
It's tough. It's a very tough evaluation.
It is tough.
It is a challenging experience.
People don't realize how much.
Yeah, it's,
Well-
how do you,
Well,
Hard
to
to
be
grade.
honest too, you know, it kind
Yeah.
of takes some reflection, which I think is kind of the whole purpose, is to reflect.
Mm-hmm.
And then you kind of see how the whole board feels about it.
Mhm.
You know, there's some areas we need to work on, and,
Mhm.
if we come up with that, then we honestly say, okay, how are we gonna improve as a board?
Mhm.
And I think that's important. So,
I know, I think we want to be the best board in the state
yeah,
and have the best system in the state. I'm so proud of our system here in Coffee County Education. So thankful for our teachers, our staff, our custodians, everybody. What a
Bus
team.
drivers.
Bus
you get to see
drivers,
bus
for sure.
drivers on Friday.
bus
Yeah,
driver
I'm gonna see,
breakfast for
yeah.
Christmas.
Yeah.
So, the form is the same as last year then? So,
For the board self-evaluation. I do not have it,
okay,
but I did send an email, and so she said that they would send it out whenever I ask her to send it.
okay,
So I don't know what's on it.
okay.
I don't have that link. I think it's just something that TSBA probably sends to each board.
Well, I think they do it, I believe they did it with like Survey Monkey last year or something.
We
like
did
that.
it with Survey Monkey last year because we did the teachers and the administrators and stuff.
Oh, okay,
And so that was another thing, the Survey Monkey, just for us to send it out to teachers so that it was confidential, that was $400 and something or $500. So we're saving that money this year too.
yeah,
Because it was quite a bit to just be able to do that, to keep it where that they felt like they were safe, and then, you know, we still didn't have a whole lot to respond. So,
so the form is coming then, so
the form is coming, and,
it's coming from TSBA.
it will come from
But They
TSBA.
administer that every year, so I can't imagine it's gonna change much from
I
last
don't think it will. So that'll be coming March 1st through the 14th,
Okay,
so.
yeah, TSBA administers that, and then they compile the results and get it back to us, and then we get it and we discuss it in that, special meeting, and we hit on the high points and low points, and decide where we need to improve. If we got any big areas, then that probably becomes a work session.
Mhm.
All right, time schedule then, we've kind of gone over that, so
Mhm.
anything
So,
else?
Thank you, Melissa, for all you did regarding
You're
that.
welcome. You're welcome. I think we're good. I mean, if y'all feel good, I'll get this put into the packet and uploaded for board meeting Monday night.
All right. Anybody else have anything else?
I'm good.
All right, good. I feel like we should drag this out another 10 minutes so we can.
Or a couple of hours or something anyway.
It just doesn't feel right.
This
Hey,
has
we
gotta be
did
some,
good.
this has gotta be some kind of record in
We
20
did
minutes.
good.
Yeah.
I don't think we've been in here 20 minutes before.
And we discussed a lot.
Yeah.
All right, well, if there's nothing else, then we can stand adjourned and we can
Wow.
turn off YouTube. See you, everybody in
Merry
YouTube
Christmas.
land.
Merry Christmas.